Welcome to SWeb 5.0, video number 2. In video number 1, we looked at luxguides.com and how this website was made in just under a minute. This time we're looking at cliftonluxuryvillas.com and a very different type of homepage using different widgets, and this would take about an hour to do all in. I'm going to show you the first quarter of that to give an estimation of the time, but first I'm going to show you the whole page. So we're starting with Villa Slider, about 20 images, various captions. This goes into Portrait Slider, and then we start a new widget, mid-page picture, and we're creating a sort of storyboard. So someone's come to this website, maybe via Google Ads, they're interested in Clifton, they've seen the slider. Clifton Heights, self-explanatory when you see all the mountains. These are the villas on the mountain. Nettleton Road is the highest road there is, and it's the Mayfair of South Africa, really. And we show some individual villas there. Next we take a jaunt down to the beach. Then we have a little bit of a look at Clifton at sunset, the beach, etc., etc. Then suburbs next to Clifton, useful. Then what's outside Cape Town, very useful. Day trips, 2-day trips. This is very nifty, a private castle on a beach, and this is Sir Richard Branson's Winelands estate. Next, safaris in South Africa. Now, the general idea here is those that can afford villas in Clifton can afford luxury safaris, and those who would come to Cape Town would quite often like to go on a safari as well. So let's show them some safaris in case that was what they were interested in. And note, the last time someone wanting a villa booked a safari made about $20,000 in commission. So, you know, this is good extension to the money-making possibilities. Next, we take it up another level to Singita Safaris, and this is going all across Southern Africa now. Above that, maybe private islands, and what is more exclusive than private islands? Exclusive use private islands. Now I switch it back to architecture, bringing us to Stefan Antoni's villas. And finally, we end with one particular villa. We have a slider. And this is a widget you haven't seen before. I'm just going to take you there. It's this one here, widget number 9. And that's the end of the website. Okay, so now let's see how long it takes to make that website from scratch. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to make the first quarter of it, or just over a quarter. Okay, so we're going to time it. Start. And I've got my notes here. Okay. Just going to grab a caption. And we begin. Slider. Now, what you're looking at here is not how we want it to be. I really want as much attention to the CMS graphics as we see on the front end. It's just we didn't have time. As we create, as we continue, this will be made beautiful. With that, I will continue. So we want some images. Going to grab 20 images here. Okay, while that's loading, going to add captions to the first 3, and we're going to add on some time at the end that it would have taken to add all 20. This is going to be something that I want to use our SWeb 4 auto header tags generator to generate automatically. But for now, it's a manual process. Okay, so I'll put 3 of those in there. That's enough for now. Let's see what we're going to do next. Okay, I'm going to put a spacer in. This is just adds a bit of space. You never have enough space in general unless it looks like there is enough space, too much space. Here, 30. Okay. Portrait slider. Text as seen. So that's widget 3A. Change that to 10. Change the text. Okay, another spacer. As you see, this, to me, this looks terrible. I know how to use it. I know how to make the demo. But when we come to recreate this or fashion this version better, this will be made beautiful as you can see we can, as we've done on the front end. Okay, I've lost my place. Okay. Right. Okay, so now we're going to add our first mid-page picture. Change this text here. Add the text. Picture. Submit. And I have to click save. And if you want to see it in the CMS, you'll have to refresh. And there we go. Below this, we're going to add a row of 3 villas. And this is widget 7. And you'll see we're just really using widgets 6 and 7, 6 and 7 all the way along this page until the very, very end where we have that individual villa presentation. These work on ID numbers. And you can get the ID numbers just by looking at any of the websites. Each villa has its own ID. Okay, that's that done. Okay. Another mid-page picture. Another 3 rows of villas. Note that the 3 rows of villas are very much call to actions. We want them to click on the picture, we want them to look at their villa, then we want them to fall in love and then inquire. Another long and low picture. Number 3 this time. Add widget. And the picture. Just going to refresh the page again so we can actually see it. There we are. And then there's this last I wonder what the time is. I wonder if I've beaten 10 minutes. Okay. And this is it. 1/4 of the website done. Okay, 8 minutes, 10 seconds. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we've made. Remembering that it's only the first just over a quarter. So we're now looking at capeluxuryvillas.com. In fact, let's just show the to understand. Completely wipe the website. There we go. Now let's have a look at it. What we've just made. Sometimes takes a couple of refreshes. There we go. There we go. Same as we saw in the longer example. Okay. Now I'm just going to switch it back to the full page that I made before. There we go. And what I want to talk to you about now is the products. What we didn't see last time in video 1 is that not only does it make the home page, but these pages have products. The product pages are substantial in themselves. It takes between 2 to 8 hours to make these, and at best, I would say the best in the world can maybe do it in an hour. There's a lot of information to upload. Preparing images, etc., etc., etc. So there's about 80 products on this page we've just made when we include the portrait slider, which should carry 40. So if there's 80 products that take an hour to do, that's 80 hours it would take for someone to do. Whereas for us, we've made a quarter of the website in 8 minutes. If we add the captions, etc., and say it would take us an hour, that means we're 84 times faster than someone else could do. Okay, and that's the magic figure that we're leaving with at the end of video 2. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.